Long before humanity's dawn, alien races journeyed across the cosmos, exploring the vast universe. On planet Somaris, Mills watches his daughter Naveen play on the beach while discussing a 2-year exploration job with his wife Alia. Normally taking short assignments, Mills hopes the extra income will fund Naveen's treatment for her illness. He teaches Naveen to whistle using her hands and shares details of his upcoming trip with her. Welcome to Rapid Movie Recaps. Please subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. Support our channel by browsing our merchandise down below. Later, Mills pilots a spaceship with a crew in cryogenic sleep. They encounter unexpected meteorite activity, and the ship suffers multiple impacts. Mills rushes to the cockpit, sending an emergency signal while steering the ship towards the nearest planet. The ship breaks in two, and as the crash unfolds, Mills thinks of Naveen before losing consciousness. Mills awakens to the computer reporting their unknown location. He removes a shard of metal lodged in his stomach, then cauterizes the wound. He dons his astronaut suit, assesses the ship's damage, and finds the cryo chamber compromised. Armed with a laser gun, he exits the ship and encounters a mysterious creature swimming in a nearby pool. Discovering his crewmates' lifeless bodies, Mills is heartbroken. After inspecting the ship and learning the escape pod is in the other half, he sends an SOS, indicating he's in uncharted territory. Overwhelmed, Mills considers ending his life, but memories of Naveen hold him back. He finds solace in listening to her recorded messages. The computer detects a nearby functioning capsule. Mills investigates and discovers passenger Koa alive inside. He quickly rescues her. While returning to the ship, Mills spots a massive paw print, revealing they're on Earth, 65 million years in the past, surrounded by dinosaurs. The duo reaches the ship by nightfall, and Mills dreams of Naveen, who urgently asks about his whereabouts. The following morning, Mills is resolute in his mission to save Koa. He attempts to locate the other half of the ship using the onboard computer, but the scan is unsuccessful. Mills ventures outside to explore and encounters massive bones, highlighting the danger posed by local predators. He is unexpectedly struck by a blast from a hot geyser, which he hadn't seen before. Upon recovering, Mills spots a glint in the distance, realizing it's the other half of the ship on a distant mountain. A scan confirms this, and as he contemplates their route, he is suddenly attacked by a small dinosaur. After a struggle, Mills overpowers the creature and kills it with his gun. Hearing noises from the woods, Mills investigates and finds that Koa has left the ship. She runs when she sees him, and he chases her until they both stumble down a ledge, finding a dead dinosaur. As the trees shake and a larger creature approaches, Mills quickly drags Koa back to the ship. Tending to Koa's injuries, Mills struggles to explain the situation due to a language barrier and a malfunctioning translator. Using a red powder to draw on a tablet, Mills conveys their need to reach the mountain for escape. Koa adds her parents to the drawing, understanding the word family. To comfort her, Mills claims her family is in the mountain as well. Mills sends another SOS, mentioning the survivor, while Koa discovers Naveen's recordings. The videos reveal that Naveen's illness worsened during Mills' first year away, leading to her hospitalization. At first, she is proud and happy, but later becomes angry with her absent father. Discovering Koa watching the tapes, Mills abruptly stops her and announces their departure. With supplies in tow, Mills and Koa embark on their journey through the wilderness, cautiously avoiding predators. They grow closer as Mills supports Koa through various challenges. One afternoon, Koa notices a strange red glow in the sky but remains silent. More during their trek, Koa throws poisonous berries at Mills to pester him. Annoyed, Mills scans the berries and sternly warns her against playing with them. Later, Mills kills a large bug that lands on his neck, leaving his hand coated in a sticky substance. As he tries to scrape it off on a tree, a chunk of bark sticks to his hand, causing Koa to laugh. Mills teases Koa by trying to touch her with his sticky hand, but their game is interrupted when a small tree falls nearby. They discover a small dinosaur trapped in a pit of sticky substance. Despite Mills' concerns, Koa insists on helping the creature. Reluctantly, Mills assists her, but moments after its release, the dinosaur is killed by predators. Mills pulls Koa into hiding to shield her from the gruesome scene. She cries, but they press on, stopping at a waterfall to clean themselves and refill their water bottle. Mills worries about his stomach wound, but Koa's determination reminds him of Naveen, motivating him to continue. Koa finds some flowers and playfully places one in Mills' hair. Later, Mills' scanner loses track of the mountain, so he climbs a tree for a better vantage point. He's startled by a bug on his hand, causing him to fall and dislocate his arm. As Koa helps him reset it, approaching dinosaurs hear the commotion. In desperation, Mills instructs Koa to step on his arm, completing a realignment. Mills grabs his gun, fires at the dinosaurs, and tells Koa to run. He also sets off small bombs, thinning out the attacking dinosaurs before picking off the remaining ones. Flying dinosaurs land near Koa, forcing her to hide behind a tree. The previous attackers find her, but just as they're about to strike, Mills arrives and kills them. One hidden dinosaur grabs Koa with its tail and drags her away. Mills chases and scares it off with a gunshot. Frightened, Koa refuses to continue or even approach Mills. He sits down, giving her space. As darkness falls, Mills tries whistling as he did for Naveen, hoping to comfort Koa. The tactic works, and Koa responds with her family's own whistling method, finally agreeing to move forward together. After a long trek, Mills and Koa find a cave to rest for the night. Mills sets up sensors to alert them of potential danger and scans the sky, noticing a small meteorite nearby. Koa distracts him by revealing she brought one of Naveen's tapes, and although Mills is initially upset, they play the tape for comfort. As Mills tries to sleep, he's haunted by the memory of Alia informing him of Naveen's death, which brings him to tears. Later, the sensors awaken Mills, alerting him to danger. He discovers a bug in Koa's mouth and quickly kills it, allowing her to cough out the remains. The sensors go haywire as a massive dinosaur appears outside the cave. Mills fires at it before he and Koa escape through a small hole at the back of the cave. Unbeknownst to them, a smaller dinosaur follows. The duo navigates narrow spaces, only to reach a dead end. Mills tries enlarging a small gap between rocks, but makes little progress. Koa, growing frustrated, insists they try again, repeating family. Mills attempts to explain her family is dead, but she doesn't understand. Mills gets an idea and uses bombs to widen the hole for Koa to crawl through. She confirms there's enough space on the other side, so Mills attempts to follow. The passage collapses, cutting off contact with Koa, and Mills screams in desperation. Hearing the approaching dinosaur, Mills grabs his gun and retreats to the previous cave. Using his scanner, he tracks the creature's movements. As it tries to attack from behind, Mills fires at it, but the dinosaur knocks the gun from his hand and bites his arm. Mills fights back, using his scanner to emit a screeching sound that disorients the dinosaur. Seizing the opportunity, Mills grabs his gun and kills the beast. Meanwhile, Koa emerges from the passage and ventures into the forest alone. She fashions a weapon from a large bone, poisonous berries, and a leaf before stowing it in her bag. Soon after, Mills escapes the cave and notices a massive meteorite approaching. His scanner reveals that the meteorite he saw earlier was only a fragment of a larger one set to strike Earth in a few hours, causing a catastrophic extinction event. Mills urgently searches for Koa, hearing her scream when a dinosaur approaches. Koa hides inside a tree trunk, while Mills, rushing toward her, falls into a pit of quicksand. As he sinks, he calls out to Koa. Koa hears Mills and musters the courage to confront the dinosaur. She lures it into the tree trunk and throws bombs at it, killing the beast. She then helps Mills escape the quicksand, and they share a heartfelt embrace. Mills explains the meteorite situation to Koa, and they hurry through the final miles. By evening, they reach the mountain base. Koa climbs first, securing the rope to support Mills' weight. They find the ship's other half, and Mills confirms a rescue vessel is en route. Koa searches for her family but discovers the destroyed cryotanks. Enraged, she confronts Mills, who shows her a picture of Naveen and shares his own loss. He vows not to let the same happen to Koa, and they embrace as he apologizes. Suddenly, smaller meteorite fragments start falling. Mills and Koa rush into the emergency pod, but just as Mills is about to launch, a meteorite strikes the ship, causing the pod to tumble down the mountain and knocking them both unconscious. Koa regains consciousness first and tries to launch the pod, but the computer states it's impossible from its current position. As Mills awakens, a massive dinosaur attacks the pod. With the gun on the ground, Mills risks leaving the pod to retrieve it, only to find it non-functional. As a second dinosaur joins in, Mills hides behind ship debris and fixes the gun. The dinosaurs surround him, so Koa plays Naveen's tape on the scanner, creating a hologram of Naveen outside the ship. Thinking he's seen his daughter one last time, Mills tearfully watches as the dinosaurs attack the hologram instead. Seizing the opportunity, Mills kills the first dinosaur while the second tries to reach Koa. After a few precise shots, he takes down the second dinosaur as well. The pod is now properly positioned for launch, thanks to the creature's push. Before Mills can re-enter the pod, the injured dinosaur from the cave reappears and chases him. Mills lures it into a geyser scalding blast, but it barely flinches. Koa suddenly appears and stabs the creature in the eye with her makeshift bone weapon. The dinosaur stumbles onto another geyser, which shoots a powerful blast into its stomach, finally killing it. Mills and Koa return to the pod and launch just before the meteorite strikes Earth, causing the dinosaur's extinction. As the pod leaves the atmosphere, its autopilot directs them to a rendezvous point with a rescue vessel. En route, Mills imagines reuniting with Naveen, and Koa comforts him by holding his hand. Purchase this movie at the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe for more rapid movie recaps.